Last night at the Xbox showcase, Rare revealed the content they've been hiding for so long, The Legend of Monkey Island. This is a fully licensed crossover with Lucasfilm Games and is obviously based on the Monkey Island franchise. I'll be going over some details not covered in the trailer, stuff you might have missed, and more. Starting off, we see this ship emerge from this green fog. It's clear these are memories in the Sea of the Damned, and it has been confirmed all 3 will be taking place there. This means the portals are being used again, and these will be taking place away from other crews. Now we can see why they still haven't moved those portals. Before we get to the logo, there's a stunning shot of Melee Island, complete with a port and lookout point. The opening scene at the Scum Bar is amazing, this shot especially, as they've managed to replicate when Guybrush first walks in when the game begins. And there he is, the beautiful cursed captain. I had only just tweeted asking where he was 4 days ago, and we got our answers so quickly. This is even more proof that this occurs in the Sea of the Damned. Cut to Stan's previously owned vessels and we see a bunch of Easter eggs already. There's the Obsidian Cannon, the Black Pearl, and that sloop has the Royal Revenge ship set, possibly hinting at a Pirates of the Caribbean cameo. It's the actual Black Pearl too, not the Eternal Freedom. Stan even has his wavy plaid texture seen in the games. Then there are quick shots of the town and the governor's mansion. And then here we have it, the big reveal of the legendary Guybrush Threepwood, and he's looking a little worse for wear. But I guess being in a prison of your own memories will do that. LeChuck makes his first appearance too and is very clearly the main antagonist of the story. I'm quite glad about this as I wasn't the biggest fan of the Dark Brethren involving Davy Jones. Next up is the Fettuccine Brothers, again with their voice actor reprising their role. The same thing happens with the Voodoo Lady in the next scene, and it does sound like the original voice actress here again. Moving on, we see this ghost ship, which is a nod to LeChuck's ghost ship, but it also has the Mad Monkey's figurehead, hull and sails, so it's likely to be a nod to both. People have seen a swivel cannon at the front of the ship and speculated they're coming to all ships. I think this will just be a tall tale mechanic like ocean crawlers boarding the ships. We see what I believe to be Captain Kate Capsize from LeChuck's Revenge, the second game in the franchise. That game also featured the Mad Monkey, so will likely have tales based on the first game, but references to all of the franchise. To end the trailer, we get the classic chicken with a pulley in the middle, and the Tall Tale crew sliding down the zip wire. Rare have confirmed we will be using the zip lines. I don't think we'll see them in the Sea of Thieves right away, but do expect them to be repurposed in the future. I've got some additional information for you as well that wasn't in the trailer. Something I was concerned about is the current adventure storyline. Flameheart was resurrected 9 months ago and he still hasn't appeared. However, I did ask Mike Chapman about this on Twitter and he said we'll see a link, but Monkey Island comes first. I guess we'll just have to play it to find out. I don't expect adventures to happen for the rest of the year after this, as Monkey Island ends in September. I expect he'd actually be back in 2024. I believe that, and the fact the Sea of Thieves characters are being relegated to adventures, are my only criticism about this. Seeing everyone's excitement over Tall Tales shows that fans want them back, crossover or not. I would be happy to have any upcoming adventures reworked into Tall Tales, so we can have one once a season then. Surely that would be fair. Beyond that, these Tall Tales are indeed permanent and won't be going away, so don't worry about missing them if you can't play for 2 weeks. The Tall Tales will be staggered, starting on the 20th of July, and then part 2 will release 4 weeks later, and then part 3 4 weeks after the August release date. I do think this is better than A Pirate's Life, because the hype isn't over in 1 week. These will also take the place of adventures and will not coincide with them. It was a great idea to decouple Tall Tales from seasonal content, as they really don't hold players' attention for 5 months at this point. We know from the description of the trailer that the adventure begins on Melee Island, where pirates can take in the sights, smells and roguish splendour of the island as they seek to uncover why everyone suddenly seems to think quite highly of the self-proclaimed mighty pirate and known poodle pacifier, Guybrush Threepwood. It looks like Tall Tale 1 will be entirely on Melee Island. This trailer focuses a lot on it and doesn't really show much of Monkey Island. It seems like that will be saved for the big finale. I wonder where Tall Tale 2 will take place. Tall Tale 1 looks to start with us getting to Melee Island and ending with us meeting Guybrush and LeChuck. The story takes place after the Curse of Monkey Island, the angle being Guybrush and Elaine having their honeymoon in the Sea of Thieves. It makes sense too, as they previously ended up in Sailor's grave in A Pirate's Life. As for the gameplay, this is a story told over 3 tales, and Rare wanted to do the Monkey Island gameplay justice by including their own take on in-depth dialogue of the characters, and really encourage players to navigate the world's environments with its iconic puzzle gameplay. I'm certainly excited that these Tall Tales will be more puzzle focused than set pieces, as A Pirate's Life was very action focused, or just coming along for the ride. Dare I say as well, I think this crossover seems to fit Sea of Thieves better than A Pirate's Life. It's just the art style and tone really match nicely. The Monkey Island characters just merge better, and have transitioned into Sea of Thieves art style more seamlessly. Just a few more things to clear up. People have speculated the Black Pearl here is linked to us getting a larger ship. This will not be the case and is simply set dressing. We don't really know what the earnable cosmetics will be yet, but don't expect any official items to be earnable. The licenses for Disney can expire and will if not renewed, and any items will be removed. The Monkey Island cosmetics, like the Mad Monkey ship and the costumes, will be Emporium only. We'll probably get similar earnable cosmetics as we did in The Pirate's Life, so fingers crossed for the cursed captain's jacket. And that's really all you need to know so far. I've linked an interview with Mike Chapman in the description if you want to read it all. But what do you think? Was the content drop worth this, or is this just a shot in the arm for the game? Let me know down below in the comments. Like and subscribe to keep up to date with all things Sea of Thieves, especially as the news is very random at the moment. Thanks again for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next video.